Hello and welcome to the 2020-21 school year kickoff. I'm your host, Director of Communications, Sam Iniguez, and I'm ready to kick off this school year with some good news. Let's do it. Three days into the new school year, and aside from a few minor glitches, the schools we visited said that the first couple of days went pretty well overall. Students were able to log into their Zoom meetings, and teachers worked both from home and their classrooms. Meal distribution also started up again. The district also launched an after-school tech support hotline to assist students with any issues that arise. That number is 209-325-2222, and it's open from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. As you all know, because of the high COVID numbers in Merced County, the district was forced to begin the school year on distance learning. Now, this would have been a challenge for many students that have limited or no internet access at home. However, over the summer, the district purchased over 11,000 MiFi devices, or mobile internet hotspots, to help students and staff have a strong connection at home. Those MiFis were distributed last week just prior to the start of school. The district also purchased webcams for teachers working from their classrooms. Of course, there are some bugs still to work out, but kudos to the district for showing how MUHSD is committed to providing access for all. Time for a quick check of the weather. Let's head outside with the Umbrella Academy's Jordan Claire Robbins.
Hello, MUHSD. It is Jordan Claire Robbins from the Umbrella Academy bringing a weather report to you fine folks. Here in Canada, the sun is shining, the sky is blue, there's not a cloud in the sky. I don't think you guys are in Canada, but I'm willing to bet that the sun is shining where you guys are. So I'm sending you lots of happy vibes for good weather and a great time returning to school. Bye guys, have fun.
Thank you, Jordan. The start of freshman year can be a little daunting for some, and that's why a group of Merced High School students organized and held an online STEAM Academy over the summer. Subjects that were covered during the 4-week course included math, biology, physics, computer science, and storytelling. Daniel Chen, one of the summer camp session leaders, said he and his friends put it together to help others get a jump start on their high school education and give them a taste of the subject to see if they like it. Meanwhile, Daniel's older brother, David Chen, who graduated from Merced High last spring, spent his summer mentoring a group of current MUHSD teachers in the art of podcasting. You might remember David hosted the We the Students podcast, which he produced on campus during his junior and senior year. Some freshmen from Merced High, El Capitan High, and Golden Valley High have banded together and created a campaign to help them get back to in-person learning. The Mask Project is an awareness campaign that encourages people in the community to wear a facial covering to help stop the spread of COVID-19. The hope is that the county's numbers get low enough so that they can return to school sooner rather than later. The student-led campaign has gained a lot of attention and was also featured on the evening news. And joining us now, we have some of the ladies here who are taking part in the Mask Project. I will bring them each in one by one. I appreciate you ladies being here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Hello. All right. So first of all, I'm going to have you introduce yourselves in the order that you popped up.
Okay, well, I'm Jessica Ma.
And tell me your name and what school you go to.
Oh yeah, I'm Jessica Ma. I go to El Capitan High School.
I'm going to Spokovito, and I go to Golden Valley High School.
I'm Sia Lockready, and I'm at Golden Valley High School.
I'm Ashwini Ellen, and I go to El Capitan High School.
I'm Annalise Sebastian, and I go to El Capitan High School.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for joining us. So I've been hearing about this Mask Project and seeing it on TV. And feel free, any one of you can talk. Tell me how this whole thing got started.
So we were all really sick and tired of just sitting around and not being able to do anything for our town and our community. And we started brainstorming ideas of what we could do to get involved. And so we were conversing, we were talking about it, and eventually we came up with the idea of creating a pledge form that people could sign where they could promise that they would wear masks, socially distance, and practice clean and healthy habits.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Why were you guys why did you want to do this? What's the purpose behind it?
We really want to get back to school and have a slow and a number of cases rising in Merced County.
Yeah.
With
Once
our
we can't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
cases, with our dangerously fast increases in cases, we just wanted to make sure that we could keep our community safe. But we also we all really love going to school, and that was something that was taken away from us. So
Yeah,
we believe
definitely.
that we should be allowed to go back to school, and so we came up with this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great campaign, and like I said, I've seen the posters. I even saw you guys on the news. What's that been like? All this fame you guys are getting from that?
It's been great
Well, I think
being
that a
able
lot
to
of
be on the
people,
news.
yeah,
Sorry, Jessica, go ahead. I didn't hear you.
that's fine. It's fine.
It's been interesting to see ourselves on TV because, when my parents were playing it, they were like, "Come watch, come watch." And I was like, "I can't do that. I cannot watch myself on TV." And it's really cool just to see that we're able to make a difference.
And to be interviewed by a radio show and get to talk to doctors, it's been great.
Definitely. So, what's the feedback been like from the community and some of your classmates?
They've all been really supportive.
The feedback has
And
been mostly
we've had a lot of
positive.
people signing the pledge from the QR code.
Oh, so you are getting a good response signing the pledge. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. So say this does work and you end up ending up, how much are you looking forward to just getting back into the classroom?
We're
So
really
much.
looking
We were
forward to
Yeah.
it.
Especially now that we've already started 2 days of school, it's obvious that physical school is so much better than online school.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me how it's been these last few days with what the Zoom meetings and the classes online. How's that going so far?
It's been kind
a
of,
bit
Yeah, I
but
mean, it's
I'll
run,
just
it's run kind of smoothly, but a little confusing.
Yeah, kind of what we're
Yes.
experiencing here, right? With the people
Yeah.
talking over each other and the glitches.
Yes.
Totally understand, but it's, like we were saying before we got on, it's going to take some time for teachers to kind of figure out what works best for them, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so tell me about some of the things that you guys are can't wait to get back to. What are some of the things you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking
Sports.
forward to sports.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Sports, definitely.
do band, and we're doing decathlon this year, and I know I'm not part of the actual team, but it would have been fun to watch the team actually go and participate.
I was also
Yeah,
looking forward to, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was looking forward to being part of leadership and being able to plan sport rallies and like dances and all those big activities, but it's all postponed.
Right. You got to feel bad. I mean, everyone feels bad for the students, but especially you got to really feel bad for the seniors, right? It's supposed to be their year.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
supposed to have a bunch of events and stuff for them.
Yeah. Well, maybe the next campaign can be for them. Is this the first kind of campaign you guys have been a part of? That's just kind of like this community-wide event?
For me, it has
Yeah.
been. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been the first campaign.
Yeah. Have you heard from others who have maybe thought about wanting to do something like that and have reached out to ask how they can get something going?
No, not
I don't
really,
think
actually.
Not yet.
Not
No.
that I've heard of or we've heard.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll be hearing from them because this thing is just gaining more momentum. But this is awesome. We really appreciate you guys coming onto the show. Is there anything else you want to say before we go?
I don't think so.
Sign our pledge.
Yeah. How do they do that? Where do they go to sign the pledge?
Well, we actually There's multiple posters posted around town, and there's a QR code, and you just hold up your camera to that QR code, and it takes you to the link. And there's also multiple platforms of social media that have this post online. So
I know on the MCOE Facebook, the link is posted in one of their posts.
Got it. Okay. Well, thanks again for coming on, ladies, and keep doing
Thank
what you're
you.
doing. Hopefully all this work, hopefully it all works out and we'll get back in school soon. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
The Atwater High Band Program put together a tutorial to help students get through the pandemic. The video, which is posted to YouTube, provides tips on how to prevent spread, what symptoms to look out for, and things to do to pass the time.
Research shows that talking on the phone with friends or family can be a great source of happiness.
Meanwhile, El Capitan High's FFA members launched a series of social media positivity challenges. Tasks included activities to improve mental health and physical health during distance learning. Participants earned points for completing challenges and were rewarded with prizes like gift cards. What an awesome idea. Now, we're all dealing with the pandemic in our own way. If you have a great support system, that's fantastic. But it's important to remember that there are some students who may not have someone to talk to during this uncertain time. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, there is help. School counselors are trained to support students with this sort of thing, and no one else has to know. There is also a youth warm line offered by Merced County Behavioral Services. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That number is 209-381-6800. Again, that number is 209-381-6800. At the last board meeting, over 30 new MUHSD employees were introduced. Now, that's some good news in and of itself. However, more than half of those new hires graduated from this school district. At a recent coffee talk, Superintendent Peterson talked about what that says about the district that so many want to return and work here.
I think it's awesome that our students and sometimes adults want to come back to the area they were raised in to serve their community. I think that's what it's all about. About 4 years ago, we made a really concerted effort, the principals and myself, to talk to seniors about getting into education and encouraging some of those seniors that show those personality traits that they would be a good educator. Principals recruit and at a young age, and oftentimes that gives students a vision, and maybe that is also helping to add to the numbers.
Okay, I'm getting some breaking news. Apparently, the excitement of the school year and seeing students again has reached a boiling point at some sites as well as around the district. Now, for more on that, I want to bring in our reporter, Fabiola Ramirez, to tell us what's going on. Hi, Fabiola.
Hi, yes, I just got back from Atwater High School, which is one of the locations where staff and administrators were so overcome with joy for the upcoming school year that they even broke out in dance. Educators I talked to say that even though students can't be on campus, they are still very excited to connect with them online and make the most out of the situation until they can return to school.
That's incredible. You said they broke out in dance. Is there any footage of this?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. But before we run the footage, we want to go ahead and let viewers know that it may cause feelings of extreme joy, pride, and excitement about the school year.
All right, let's watch the clip.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a happens to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much for that report.
You got it. And before I go, I do want to wish everyone a great school year.
All right. Thanks again, Fabiola. Coming up next, we're going to have an interview with our school district board president, Mr. Richard Lopez. I will bring him in right now. Hello, Mr. Lopez. How are you?
Hello, Ms. Rodriguez. Welcome. Thank you.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the new school year. How you doing?
So far, so good. Hanging in there, man. You know, obviously leading a small school district, we're going through the same challenges and tribulations that every other school district is going across our nation at these times.
Right. So yeah, you're the superintendent of give me the name again of your school
It's
district.
the Merced River School District.
Merced River School District, right? And you're also the board president here at MUHSD. So it was an unusual summer. There was people working all summer long, and now we're heading into distance learning here. Talk a little bit about how you see things progressing with the distance learning and how you're feeling about this school year as we get started.
Well, once again, Sam, thank you for this opportunity. You know, my name is Richard Lopez, obviously president of the high school board, as Sam mentioned. Just to begin with, our school board has been very, very appreciative of everyone's dedication and their willingness to continue to provide all MUHSD students with a top-notch education, even through these times of distance learning. Yeah, as I mentioned at the last board meeting that we had, it's a different way of teaching and learning, but we believe that our schools and learning. That with the collaborative efforts of our teachers, our students, our staff, and our community, that we're going to be able to make it through these times. We're hopeful, through some of these times that we'll be able to reopen our doors, to whether to a hybrid or a full reopen here soon, and bring back that sense of normalcy that we're all accustomed to, to doing our day-to-day business, and having students come back on our campuses and staff come back on our campuses, and and just engage in that human nature that especially our high school students are currently missing out at this time. You know, as school board president and also representing our board, we are committed to supporting everyone through these times. You know, so we are very fortunate, Sam, that that our various unions have been able to work, you know, with our admin team and make the best of these unusual times.
Yeah, and yeah, you mentioned the board meetings, and over the summer, the decision was made to purchase the MiFis for every student, which was just an amazing thing that we did. Talk a little bit about how important that was in terms of providing access for all students.
You know, it's one of those things that we firmly believe in about having access. And you know, you know, people have different views or whatever it may be on technology. But you know what? We did not want to deny any student accessibility to the various programs that we're trying to launch across our district. You know, something as simple as Wi-Fi internet access that, you know, a percentage of our students, you know, don't have access to. So we wanted to eliminate that and provide them that access so that there are no excuses as to why students can't access, you know, our rigorous programs, have those communications with their teachers via Zoom, via, you know, Google Meet, via Google Classroom, whatever that may be. You know, we wanted to ensure that everyone had access across the board. You know, 10,000 plus students, you know, it's working, or else, I mean, we're going to make it work. So
yeah, and I know that, you know, we're a couple days in. There's been some minor glitches here and there, but that was expected. I think overall people are able to log on, and you know, and just kind of, it's going to take some time for teachers to figure out how their classroom works best for them. But I definitely wanted to give you and your fellow board members props for that decision. Also delaying the start of the school year a week so that they had time to get those devices out to all the students. So I want to ask you one more thing, and actually I want to have you give your best well wishes to the staff and students on this school year.
Yeah, you know, so once again, different times in education for everybody across the board. You know, we wish everyone the best to the beginning of the school year as we start the year with distance learning. As I mentioned, Sam, you know, we are here to support our staff, our teachers, our students, our parents. And once again, I believe that if we take this approach of working collaboratively, we're going to make this a successful start of the 2021 school year. And as we look down the road, you know, it's going to open up avenues that we've always talked about, having some sort of hybrid blended learning, you know, where students don't necessarily need to be in classrooms. They can learn from home and synchronously with what's going on inside those classrooms. And, you know, and we can continue what our vision is across MUHSD.
Right on. Thanks again for joining us. And then I also want to make sure we plug in there the fact that these board meetings, they are taking place at least once a month, sometimes twice. And just, you know, just maybe throw in a plug about how important it is to be at these, where these big decisions are being made.
Yeah, and one last thing, Sam, I do want to give a shout out, obviously, to my fellow school board members. You know, Tiffany Pickle, Aaron Ham, John Swigert, and Julio Valadez. You know, we are working as best as we can as a team during these times to do what's best for all of the students across MUHSD. So thank you to my fellow board members. Thank you for my fellow admin cabinet teams that are doing their best during these times and being as flexible as possible and you know, and trying to do the best once again during these difficult times.
All right, great. Thank you, President Lopez. All right, take care. We'll see you soon.
All right, Sam. Thank you, and have a good day, man.
You too. All right, coming up, we have a word from our superintendent, Mr. Peterson. But first, a word from Nutrition Services.
Hi, I'm Erin Tassi, Director of Nutrition Services, and I'd like to welcome you back to the 2021 school year. We will be on distance learning to start the school year, and just like in spring, we will be here to feed you. There will be some changes on how we distribute meals this school year, so I wanted to go over the process with you.
It will still be a drive-through pickup, so you'll enter the campus like before. You can also walk up to the school to get your meals. To protect you and ourselves, cafeteria workers will be wearing masks and gloves. They will also keep at a distance as much as possible.
In spring and summer, we were able to provide meals to the community, to students and children 18 years and younger. This time around, during this school year, we'll only be able to provide meals to our enrolled students. When you arrive, we will scan your ID card.
so it's very important you have it with you. After we scan your ID, you will be provided with a breakfast and lunch for that day, and you'll be on your way. Some of the menu items provided will require cooking or warming up at home. Instructions will be provided when you pick up your food. You can scan the QR code to take you to cooking instructions or visit online at www.muhsd.org. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you this school year. We believe every meal counts, and if you have any questions or concerns, please call us at Nutrition Services. We can help with meal assistance and also with special diets. Thanks, and have a great day.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 school year. For those of you who are new to the MUHSD family, we are happy to have you, and hopefully you've already seen what an amazing, diverse, and caring group of educators we are. Our staff genuinely cares about the education of our students. The last 6 months have been the most adverse that I have faced in all of my years in education. They've also been the most validating. I have never been more proud to lead this school district. Time and time again, I saw MUHSD employees step up to meet this moment, doing more than what's been asked of them for the sake of our students. Our distance learning schedule will include structured, synchronous instruction, as well as scheduled time for students to work on their own or in small groups. Attendance will be taken and grades will be earned. Teachers will have time for student outreach, planning, and collaboration. It will feel as much like school as it can in a virtual setting. We also have supports in place for student services, technology issues, academic and social emotional counseling, and we have been very clear with our entire MUHSD community that students' social emotional health needs to be a priority. Every site has a referral process, and parents can call anytime to receive assistance. Our activities directors will play a key role in creating a rich online environment with virtual events and social media activities. Athletic directors and coaches will do their best to keep students motivated and stay in shape for the postponed season. Counselors and student support will provide the same services they did before the pandemic hit, just virtually. Things may not be perfect. In fact, they won't be perfect. Parents and students and staff need to be patient as we deliver instruction through distance learning. We are committed to providing the best educational experience for our students in these circumstances. All things must pass, and this will too. I wish everyone a great 2021 school year and remind us all we are MUHSD. Thank you.
Thank you for those words, Mr. Peterson, and thank you, viewers, for watching. We leave you now with something that I'm calling MUHSD Faces. Be well.